these fruitful days, I have been able to attend most of the sessions really, and I learned a lot from all of you. And also to extend my thanks to my colleagues in Doha who offered us this opportunity to collaborate together. And we are very, very happy about this collaboration, which was not the first time that we have collaborated in an academic setting. In the summer, we had organized a summer school, which was really very successful in our evaluation. And on behalf of the colleagues of the Center, Leuven Center of Islam, study Islam, culture and society, and I see our colleague Shayma here, who's one of the main actors within the center, and also colleague Nadia Fadel and Aryan Post, and we are very, very happy about that, especially that Shayma, her academic portfolio is about Islam and ethics. So I think she is one of the most important actor within our center, which would like also to strengthen this and to see this collaboration with Qatar also in a strong way. It is not the first one, and it will not be the last one, because besides these academic activities, we are going to organize also other activities in January, and Mohammed will tell more about that. We are planning also to have a winter school, and it will be hopefully a very continuous collaboration in the future. Besides, we have also signed a memorandum of understanding with the Faculty of Islamic Studies, and the CILE is a strategic partner for us, which will guarantee both student exchange and staff exchange, and would like really to materialize this in a sense to offer our students, our master students, to stay at least half a year, one semester in Qatar to learn about Islam, ethics, and Arab culture, Arab world, and etc., etc. So really, really, thank you so much, Dr. Ghaly, Dr. Mu'taz, all the colleagues, Mona, Rawan, all the colleagues. I'm just afraid to forget any of you. You have worked very hard. Also the colleagues in the background, in the IT, all the people who make this possible. Thank you so much, and we hope really for further more and more and stronger collaboration in the future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Omar Riyad, one of old colleagues and great friends and partner in this international conference. Thanks for all the colleagues from the University of Leuven. Dr. Shayma is with us here in this session. We had before also Dr. Aryan Post and all other colleagues. My due thanks to Dr. Mu'taz Al-Khatib, who took care of all the preparations for this conference, who thought about the idea, who brought together this galaxy of interesting researchers together, of making us know each other. Maybe many of us were working in isolated islands, and we thought we are lonely in the planet of Islamic ethics. So now we discover ourselves more and more to make field that can make us all grow much faster and much stronger with this collaboration. This international conference is part of a greater whole that we do in the Research Center for Islamic Legislation and Ethics. I would have liked, Dr. Mu'taz and all my colleagues would have liked to welcome you in person in this very nice building that you see here. It's a award-winning building. It's amazing from inside as it looks amazing from outside. Unfortunately, because of the current pandemic, we couldn't do that. Hopefully, on future occasions, we will be able to greet you and welcome you in person. This is where our Research Center for Islamic Legislation is located. It is part of the College of Islamic Studies at Hamad bin Khalifa University, part of the greater institution Qatar Foundation. We are situated in the Education City, where we have different branch campuses from different universities around the world. We are not a conventional research center like others. many other research centers, in the sense that we ask our professors to produce research, to teach courses, to contribute to, for instance, media visibility and so on. We are committed in CILE, our research center, to contribute to building the field of Islamic ethics. And we are pretty sure that it doesn't matter how hard we work, that we cannot do this alone. And we need to collaborate with different researchers, scholars, and academics around the world. So for us, collaboration is a key thing in CILE. Through this short presentation, I will explore some of these collaboration opportunities that we can have with other institutions or with other researchers around the world. The possibilities for collaboration revolve around the key pillars of our work. So the core business of us is research. We are a research center. So this is the core business that we do, and we collaborate with others. We have been collaborating, and we continue to collaborate with other researchers. Teaching, we have one of the unique and pioneer MA programs in applied Islamic ethics, and we have a wide range of activities, including the activity that we have had through these 3 days, the international conference. We have also many others. When it comes to the research, besides the research that we ourselves conduct as members, faculty members of CILE and the College of Islamic Studies, we have a number of research projects in which the collaboration with other researchers is indispensable. For instance, we have a number of projects funded by the Qatar National Research Fund. This is the main national funding agency for research. Through the last couple of years, we had about $2 million for our research projects. We involved something like 25 or 30 researchers from around the world for our research projects. The more we see prominent researchers in our activities, the more we know, and we broaden our network, and we involve more people in these research projects. And these are research projects where researchers can contribute while they are still doing their work in their own institutions. Through the last couple of years and the next also couple of years, we are focusing on producing reference works in order to, between brackets, canonize the field and of Islamic ethics as an academic and scholarly field. We need to have reference works. So we are now concentrating our efforts to work on this. We already secured a publication contract with Routledge. We signed the contract a couple of weeks ago. They approached us in January this year, February this year, and we submitted a proposal, etc. So we came to an agreement to produce the Routledge Handbook of Islamic Ethics. We will work on this handbook throughout 2021. Hopefully by the end of 2021, we will submit the final manuscript of all the chapters. I'm sure we had great potential authors for chapters of this handbook. So many of you will be approached soon, inshallah, the coming month or the coming 2 months to contribute to this. There is a textbook on Islamic ethics, an introduction to the field by Dr. Mu'taz and myself. We are working on this project, and we already also secured the publication contract. Essential readings in Islamic ethics, we are working on this in collaboration with a number of other colleagues from other universities, till the idea not yet crystallized or finalized. But we are working on this, and there is also the Encyclopedia of Islamic Ethics. This is something on the table of Dr. Mu'taz. He will be leading this project, and hopefully we'll have more steps in coming weeks or months about this project as well. So as you see, these are things that we cannot do alone, but we need collaboration with others. And we have our main publication podiums with Brill, the Journal of Islamic Ethics and the book series Studies in Islamic Ethics. So both are peer-reviewed, both published by Brill. And both are available via open access, and the costs of open access are not at the shoulders of the contributing authors, but we do this thanks to the funding from our center. So, of course, all researchers who contributed to this conference and all others interested in this field are more than welcome to contribute to these publication podiums, either to the journal or to the book series. When it comes to teaching, as I said, we have an MA in Applied Islamic Ethics. It's a recently established MA program. We offer international scholarships for international students. This international scholarship, the package covers everything, monthly stipend, studying fees, travel tickets, everything. And we are also open, and we have been doing this already, and there are plans to do more, to do memorandum of understandings with institutions interested in this field, to sign memorandum of understandings with them. Dr. Omar Riyad spoke about the memorandum of understanding we have just signed with the University of Leuven, and through this memorandum of understanding we will be able to receive students from the University of Leuven, to exchange students and to exchange also faculty members. We also have a memorandum of understanding with the University of Oxford, and we have also this exchange of students and faculty. I myself went a couple of times to the University of Oxford. I spent time there, other colleagues. Our students are selected also on a competitive basis to go there and spend some time there. So when it comes to teaching, we are very much interested in signing memorandum of understandings with concrete plans for collaboration when it comes to exchange of students and faculty. When it comes to individuals, we have the possibility of receiving visiting professors and visiting researchers for 1 semester or less or more. We have the possibility of funded visiting professors. We publish this on our website, the opportunities. We will have, I think, fall 2021. Yes, Dr. Mu'taz, fall 2021, we will have an open position for visiting professor to come conduct research and teach one of the courses in our college and center, and spend time there for teaching and research. We also have, because we are a new program, we have the possibility of hiring new faculty members. Normally speaking, we were going to hire 2 new faculty members. Unfortunately, the budget cuts because of the COVID-19 forced us to postpone this appointment of new faculty members, but hopefully when things clear up, we will be able to also advertise the vacant positions and to be able to hire permanent faculty members who can be with us in the research center and in the MA program. When it comes to our activities, we have the international conference. I'll speak about this soon, but we have also research seminars. We have 2 types of research seminars. One is about interdisciplinary themes. We select a theme, and then we approach it from different disciplines and different perspectives. Like, for instance, maqasid, higher objectives of Sharia and the interplay and the relationship with ethics, or maslaha and its relationship with ethics. A broad theme that cuts across different disciplines. We are very happy to receive ideas and topics suggested by you and colleagues to come and present papers in these seminars. Usually the outcome of these seminars it takes different forms. One of them is that we think of, for instance, a research project, a future research project that we can collaborate on. And when we have an idea which is not right yet, we invite the people, we bring them together and to cook the ideas and make it ripe and grow. And then later we continue the plan later on. And we have another type of seminar, which is discipline-based. We have a number of fields in which we are active, like moral philosophy, led by Dr. Mu'taz al-Khatib, bioethics, led by myself, migration and human rights, led by Dr. Ray Jureidini, who moderated the first session of this conference. We organize seminars on an annual basis to discuss specific issues in our fields. For instance, this year I had a seminar on end-of-life care. Before we had a seminar on genomics, genetics, and the Islamic moral tradition, and so on. But we are also, we do this through call for papers. We publish this on our website, and all interested researchers are welcome to submit their papers. But we also have the possibility that we fund the organization of a seminar organized by a colleague who is not in CILE, who is not in the research center. So if you have an idea for a research seminar in one of the fields that you are active in, you can submit a proposal to us. We have a committee led by the director of the center and the dean of the college that judges the submitted proposals. And we have information on our website, detailed information about this. If you need more information, don't hesitate to contact me, send me an email, or Dr. Mu'taz or any of our colleagues in the center. And the outcome of these seminars is always a peer-reviewed publication, whether a thematic issue in the Journal of Islamic Ethics or an edited volume in the book series of Studies in Islamic Ethics. These are examples of the seminars that we organized and funded for colleagues from outside CILE. So there was the narrative and ethics, the morals of Quranic stories and beyond, by Dr. Samir Rashwani, working in Germany. And the proceedings of the seminar took place last year, and it's about, the final manuscript is about to be submitted for the peer review process to get published in the series, Studies in Islamic Ethics. The seminar Key Concepts in the Islamic Ethical Tradition, organized by Dr. Hilali, also from Abdurrahman al-Hilali, also from Germany. It will be a thematic issue in Journal of Islamic Ethics, and this seminar reconsidering the manly and fraternal in Islamic Bridge to Ethics, the case of Futuwa on Sufi ethics by Dr. Sair Zargar. The last edits for the papers in this, for the proceedings of the seminar have been done. It should appear soon, in a couple of days, maximum weeks, in the Journal of Islamic Ethics as a thematic issue. He is the guest editor, which will appear soon. So this is how we will work. We hire the people from other places around the world to do their research within within CILE. We also have summer schools. We have winter schools, as Dr. Omar Riyad mentioned. Our last summer school was an online one because of the COVID-19. It was on COVID-19 and the pandemic, Islamic ethics and the COVID-19 pandemic. It was in collaboration with them. We have the international conference, as we said. We are keen now for a couple of years that our international activities, like the seminars, like the international conference, the winter and summer schools, that we do them in collaboration with other academic institutions around the world to build up a network. So this year was the University of Leuven. The next international conference will be in collaboration with universities that we are negotiating with at the moment and discussing with. The same for winter schools and summer schools, etc. This is one of the examples of the advertised recruitment for visiting professors in the field. And this is your gateway to all our activities, news, etc. This is our website, kilecenter.org. Please visit this website. You will know all what we are doing. Also a very active social media on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube channel, etc. Where our activities are always posted there. And again, I am very thankful for all the colleagues who contributed to the success of this event. Let me conclude by thanking the invisible and hidden army within CILE. I don't want to mention every name because I'm afraid I will forget any of my colleagues, but they have been doing great work behind the curtains and behind the screens, so that we can all be here together. They have been doing this work also for the other activities when we had to receive people in person and students for our winter and summer schools. I'm very thankful to them all. You have heard some of them already, so some of them, but we are bigger than that. I want to thank the translators, and I hope I was not speaking too much and giving them some headache. And for the IT colleagues who have facilitated our virtual meeting today, and we will try to put this presentation that I did, and of course your presentations as well, but I mean this presentation on the website, highlighted so that any researchers interested in collaboration with us, they can consult this presentation and contact us anytime for our collaboration. Thank you very much. Thanks, Dr. Mu'taz, again, and all your guests in this amazing activity. And I wish you all the best also with the publication plan. And I suppose you will speak about this publication plan for the proceedings of the conference now. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Mohammed Ghaly. Thank you for Dr. Amr Riyad also. And I would like to thank my colleagues for their great efforts and help and support to come to the end of this conference. And thanks for the participants also. As for the publication plan, the main objective of the prospective publication is to identify and analyze the key classical contributions to what we now call the field of Islamic ethics. Thus, for the sake of overall cohesion of the publication, each chapter should always include the sections that will cover the following 3 points or aspects. Number one is the author. After briefly outlining the basic biographical information about the author, the chapter will particularly focus on the selected author's interest in and contribution to the broad field of ethics. This can be highlighted at the hand of questions like which other works written by the author that intersect with the selected work. Does this author have something like a moral project? And if yes, how does it look like? The second point or aspect of the chapter, it should be on the work itself as a whole, not just focusing on examples or a part of the work. So the focus should be on the work as a whole. The chapter will provide not just a factual overview, but also and more importantly, critical analysis of the selected work and its contribution to the moral thought. Some authors are known for writing various works on ethics. For example, Al-Muhasibi, Al-Sulami, Al-Raghib Al-Farhani, Al-Ghazali, and others. In such case, the chapter will take one of these works as a central theme and then refer to the other works whenever they intersect with selected work. The third aspect of the chapter should be on the broader context. So the chapter is to explore the genealogy of the selected work by investigating the sources that the author consulted and or the authoritative figures who influenced his ideas, whether he named them or not. Whenever relevant, the chapter will also analyze the reception of the work and its impact on its impact of the book on the field of ethics. For example, who quoted him or his work, who commented on or got influenced by, praising or criticizing it in the classical period or in the modern time. Finally, when we selected the work, or when the selected work makes part of a broader genre, then the chapter will contextualize this work within this broader genre. Like, for example, adab, so we cannot ignore this genre when we talk, for example, about al-adab al-shar'iyya by Ibn Muflih or al-adab al-kabir by Ibn al-Muqaffa, to see the genealogy and the evolution of this field after the author or before the author that we are talking about, or to have a parallel or comparative analysis, for example, between when we talk about al-adab al-kabir as a general or al-adab al-shar'iyya as a specific branch of adab. So we should highlight main or the chapter should highlight the main similarities and differences between the selected work and other books in its genre, and the possible cross-fertilization of ideas. Finally, and I would like to conclude with this point, we already secured an agreement with Brill to publish the proceedings of this conference. And as you know, that each submission will later go through the normal peer review process, after which it will be decided which pieces will be included in the final publication or project. The paper, I already sent all of you email by saying, clarifying the deadline, the limit, the style, and all this stuff. And I will also send a detailed email again about these issues, just for a reminder for you and to have it at hand, just as a reference to go back to it whenever you need to check that. So thank you very much again. Thanks for everybody. And we hope to see you soon, inshallah, after this pandemic. After we get out of this pandemic, we see you face to face, inshallah, in Doha or in your universities. And we hope that this will be just a starting point or just the first step in a longer relationship, inshallah. So thanks for everybody. Do anybody anybody would like to comment or to have to raise some suggestions or any other comment? If you have, please go ahead.
Hello, Dr. Mu'taz, can you hear me?
Yes, now I hear you.
Yeah, okay. One concern that I would like to express, I don't know whether it is shared by others, concerning the specifications that you outlined in detail. I mean, do you anticipate that they will be equally met in all the different pieces of research, or may there be factors which will create differences with respect to the ability of the text, I mean, to meet the specifications, I mean, with regard to the various points which you raise concerning genealogy, influences upon the author, influences which the author exercised on successive generations, until when, how, just in general, how tightly formatted do you expect the different pieces to turn out to be? I mean, once the work is done. Variations, are there likely to be variations, and to what extent is variation anticipated or permitted or tolerated?
Based on the list of the books that we already selected and we covered in this conference, and some other books, I already communicated with some scholars and researchers to cover these books, but they were unable to attend this conference, but they are working on their books. So based on the majority of the books, I think, yeah, we can cover all these points, But now if such work, that you are unable to, or you came to the conclusion that there is no intersect with other, it doesn't intersect with other works, for example, or it was the reception of this work was marginal. Okay, in this case, even this conclusion can be analyzed and interpreted in a way or another. Why it was not, why this work didn't receive. If it's a valuable work, then why didn't receive? Why it didn't receive? It was not received as well or quoted, So in this case, this conclusion will be part of your analytical critical analysis. So there is flexibility in the details, but at the end we need to have a cohesion structure of the whole volume, because we are going to dedicate a chapter for each book. It's not a thematic issue. So it's a thematic in the sense that we will dedicate, as we did with the sessions. So based on the parts of the volumes, but within the parts or the sections, it's based on the title of the book. Then we need to focus book itself. And there's some flexibility regarding some works, but at the end we need to have this cohesion structure. This is the objective behind this.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. What do you think? I think many of the participants. Some participants left because they have other commitments, but I will send an email to everybody again in this regard. But what do you think? Well, I already suggested in my previous email that the deadline for submitting the final version of your paper is February 15th. So do you think that this is, because we have been working on this conference since almost a year now. It was supposed to be held in Doha in last February or March. So I assume that everybody was already working, ahead of time before. But I would like to say here that there were some new participants. So those who are and I extended the deadline just for those new participants to be fair with them, because the majority of the participants, they know from the last year about this conference, and I assume that they were working on this.
I think you better, Dr. Mu'taz, arrange this through communication via email so that everybody will be copied. And
anyway, I will send you an email about the details, and if there is no any comment or question, so we can come to the end of this conference. Is there any question, comment? No, seems no. Okay. Okay, then thank you again for everybody, and we hope to see you, inshallah, in Doha, face to face, in our coming research activities. And we'll keep in touch, inshallah, by email in the meantime. See you, inshallah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, goodbye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you, everyone.